Hello, everybody. Welcome to Skill Ninja and welcome to Confab with Mehak. I want to wish all of you a very happy new year. I hope this new year started well with a bang and all of you have plans for new year's because new year is the time for growth, for success and for new plans. So I hope you have made your plans already so that they may come true. The new year has come with a lot of hope and a lot of new aspects. So let us wish all of you that whatever you planned, whatever you thought of, whatever you have decided, may your new year resolutions, all of them come true. And we wish that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful new year. So today is the first confab of the new year's. Let us very quickly call upon our guest. Ms. Shruti Sharma. Hi Shruti, I can see you, but I'm unable to bring you on video. Why is that? Yes. So our guest today for the confab is.
Hi, Mehak.
Hi.
Finally, we're here.
Good morning. Yes, a very, very good morning. And it's so nice to have you. Let me first tell everybody who Shruti Sharma is. She is our HR with Skill Ninja, and she has studied microbiology, then law, and also she studied human rights. So, welcome to the show, Shruti. And today we want to know from you that why such varied variety in your education? What made you switch, and how things went about?
So basically, I have done my graduation and post-graduation in microbiology and environmental microbiology. I've always been an avid science student, and I've always been intrigued by, the things that you have and study more, do experiments. But I always had an inclination for law as well. So post my environmental microbiology, we had a small subject as environmental law, and I wanted to study that. So then I got into it that, maybe I should, enroll for a law program which focuses on environment. And I took admission in IIT Kharagpur. There's an intellectual property rights law course. But then eventually I decided to do law from Delhi University, which has the entire, basic law. So instead of just focusing on environmental, I plan to do the entire law because, I was like, why not? Because, it's 3 years, so might as well just do it. And trust me, they say that science students are very intelligent and, they know a lot, but law teaches you things that uh, it opens your mind to so many things. You start thinking from not only there's law which focuses on science as well, that is like patents, intellectual property, all of that, but you get to the grassroots of what's happening in the society. You become aware of your rights, you become aware of the things that you should be knowing about, and which generally you kind of ignore. So your day-to-day functioning. So law is just not about somebody who wants to practice it or have a career in it. One can just do law just to know of the basics. You don't have to just
Practice.
get into the profession. Yeah, you don't have to get into the profession, but your mind opens up. You get to know about the Constitution of India. As you know, we hear about the elections, but there are things beyond, like what is the procedure of elections, how many seats are there in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, how do you choose your prime minister, how do you choose your your MLAs, MPs, and what is an emergency provision? These kind of things which you would never know otherwise.
Nice.
But if you study it, then you know that, oh, I did not know this, and I was so ignorant. So that ways law really opens up your
Oh,
horizon
that's
to
wonderful.
learning.
That's wonderful, Shruti. You have opened up another door another angle of seeing things that usually we take up courses and then we think that I mean, many people get a lot of, that you pursued this course, but you did not pursue a career in it. So it's not exactly like that. Any kind of knowledge, any kind of degree is a knowledge at the end of the day, and it will be practically useful somehow or the other. So, just for more information and things like that that you just mentioned, definitely more women can opt for law to become more aware of what's happening
Yes.
around you, the constitution of your own country, how your country's administration works, and everything like that.
Your
So,
basic rights. Yes, like a very small thing. Sorry to cut you
no,
in
no,
between,
no.
but when you spoke about women rights, um, the fact that in our country and in a lot of places it is expected that women don't have a right in the property of the ancestral property, family property, whereas you do. But somehow women have always been told that you don't, and whereas they have a right in their parents' land, be it whatever it is. So these are things that you should be aware of, and it's better to have facts in your hand
Mhm.
that there is a law which is helping me with that. And there are so many laws when you talk about uh, yes, you have for women's safety, uh, you even as like nowadays the entire world has moved online, right?
Yes,
So we post our photos, we post videos, and a lot of times we have people trolling them as well. So we have online trolling, which gets to our mental health, and then you kind of start questioning yourself.
yeah,
So even for as much as somebody writing a bad comment on your posts again and again, and commenting on your looks, their body shaming you, and if it can get to you, and if it's happening persistently, you are supposed to then you have a right to complain against that. Yes, you have different women portals, and not only women, as a consumer as well. You have your rights that if something has not been delivered to you, you have a right to complain, go to the consumer redressal courts, and you can post it online. So these are things which you become more aware of when you know of the laws, you know of your rights. So that is why it's very important. And definitely, your profession does not, like your degree does not have to be your career. You can have a career in whatever you want. It's not that if you're a science student, you have to have a career in science. If you're an art student, you have to have a career in something related to that. You can have whatever you want to do, you can do it.
absolutely.
Yes.
That was so wonderful. And yes, most women who feel harassed by the comments online and they think that what can they do about it? It's just a comment. So, yes, thank you very much, Shruti, for telling them that no, if it is getting to you, if it is harassing you, if you are feeling mentally unstable because of it, you have every right to go ahead and complain because there are provisions for it. There is a proper way you can actually file a report against it. So there are so many other things when we talk about women rights. We all know the major ones, we all know the big ones, but there are, with this new influx of social media, with this new influx of a lot of new things, there are new rights that the women have, but they do not know about them. And they must know because with changing times and the changing dimensions of the society, it has been very important that we all make provisions that make us feel safe. And yes, the government has been working for it. So, Shruti, would you like to highlight a few more rights that women must know? And they think that they do not even exist, but they do. And it's important for every woman to know that.
See, when you talk about women rights, there are many that, it's not only that recently they've come up, but time and again, the provisions have been there in our IPC, the Domestic Violence Act. Now, for the smallest of things, like, somebody stalking you, you know, you should not ignore it because it can escalate to a level that you will not be able to comprehend after one point,
Yeah.
right? So from one small stalking, when it gets to a physical violation, or somebody just attacking you. So you need, if somebody threatens you on the phone, so there are provisions. You should go to the your nearest police station, or maybe like redressal cells are there. So there are provisions for you. There are phone numbers. Every state has a particular phone number, and you must exercise your right. I know that sometimes because of the societal pressures, we do not, we think, okay, let's just ignore it, and then, uh, let's not do anything about it, ki khud hi solve ho jayega.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. And if you ever stand up for yourself, you are not, um, you're not being argumentative.
Yeah.
You are not somebody who does not have self-respect, right? It is beyond that. You have to stand up for yourself, because at the end of it, everyone has a right.
Yes.
So then there are small things like, if you're working somewhere, right? If you're working in an organization, if there are 30 or more women, you are supposed to have a room which helps you to take care of your young ones, or take care of, I'm sorry, my, if you can
That's
hear a
yeah,
background.
that's all
Yes.
right.
So if you have somebody who is you know uh, who has been a recent new mother, and if you want to take your child to the wherever organization you're working, you're supposed to have a room where you can take care of them,
Yes.
right? So all these kind of things the organization should look at. Then you have equal pay. Everyone is supposed to be having an equal pay, regardless of whether you're a man or woman. If you're working in the same designation, you get the same pay. And if you ask for it, it is not that um you are being selfish, or you are again, that is your right. You should be asking for those things.
I think as
And even
women, yes, as
yes.
women, a lot of things when we work or in professions, I think we acquiesce so to so many things that we do not even want to. So I would like to say to all the women out here that do not acquiesce to things that you do not want. Reluctantly accepting does not
Yeah.
make you very acceptable or something. You don't have to show it like that. You need to speak for yourself. You need to recognize what what your needs are, what your rights are, what you are worthy of. So realize that and speak for it.
Yeah.
So, yes, that was about women rights. And that was so wonderful, Shruti. I think we must carry this topic further because I don't think we can sum it up in like 10-15 minutes, surely.
Yes.
But I would like to quickly jump on your journey in Skill Ninja. How did Skill Ninja happen? I mean, you were on a very different path. You were treaded somewhere else, and then you come join us, Skill Ninja, enlighten the women here. How did that happen?
Okay, so basically, due to some reasons, um, I have to work online, right? So I finished my law degree in 2020, and so I got registered with the Bar Council, all of that. COVID happened, so then I preferred working online. Now, it just so happened that I came across, Gaurav sir and Ritu ma'am, who are the owners of Skill Ninja. And then, they put forward this opportunity that would you like to try out for as an HR? And I honestly, for like the first thing that popped up in my mind, huh, what does an HR do? Like, and generally in companies, HR is generally looked at a department, who's just chilling the entire time. And then one odd time they have a party. And I have seen that in my organization as well. So I was like, really, is this what I'm going to be doing? But I don't know anything about it. And HR has a public dealing. I am I would like to restrict my conversations to like in the minimum words as much as possible. And if there was something like public speaking, I would get myself away from it. That's a personal choice, right? So I was like, maybe it's not for me, and I should think about it again. Uh, but then, they put so much faith in me that, you should try it out, and they kept. saying
Oh,
that I
well,
use.
you are speaking very less of yourself, Shruti. Let me tell you, audience, Shruti has been such a, she has accomplished this task beyond our expectations. She has been such an organized and positive person, looking after everybody, and the empathy she feels for people, and the way she has worked in the organization is commendable. And that is how we've all come to respect and love her in this very short period of time. And we really admire her very systematic approach, the way she organizes things, and very subtly she will make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. So this is exactly what an HR does, and keeps you happy and subtly gives you the reminder of what must be on your to-do list. So Shruti has been very good at it, so I really personally appreciate you for this. That
Thank
was
you.
so wonderful.
No, but then the thing that has happened since I've joined this organization, I did not know my skills, so that ways I have evolved as a person. My Like I said, public dealing has really improved. I was always in a shell, but now I am kind of out of it. And I like interacting with the all the employees, who all are working in our organization. And then every day you learn something new. So that ways you evolve as a person as well. So it's just not, and I've had amazing set of the friends that I've had, my colleagues. So it's when we say Skill Ninja family, it is actually a Skill Ninja family because everyone is just helping out one another. And in a women organization, uh, where you see everyone building each other and making sure that they progress, it's a very commendable job. And you too have taken up to this digital team, and you joined here as a trainer, and you have a flair for this. So this ways everyone is evolving, we're learning, so we're gaining in our knowledge as well, in our interpersonal skills as well. So these kind of things, they really help. And of course, like, I think we made friends across the country, and I think that is the best thing.
Absolutely, that is so true. And as I've been repeatedly saying, Skill Ninja has this, very, good knack for recognizing talent in all the women that work for them. So yes, I completely switched my line of, proceeding, and here I am, happy and content, and growing and learning new things. Very happy about that. So that was so wonderful, Shruti, wrapping up this very lovely session. It was so wonderful talking to you. On a parting note, I want to tell all of you, all my audience, and everybody who's listening us, that we are running these referral programs, and we are running all kinds of courses, short term courses, crash courses for video editing, for makeup, for yoga, besides our, the forte, which is the English speaking and the computer courses. So anybody who is interested in our courses can please drop in their numbers, and they will be picked from here and you will be reached out. So thank you very much, everybody, for having us and for listening to our conversation. And Shruti, thank you once again for this wonderful, enlightening conversation. It was lovely talking to you. I do wish that we can get on another concept sometime
Yes,
later.
definitely. So, we can focus on other things as well. And we will definitely come back. And of course, I think this is one way of interacting with a lot of
Yeah,
people. And we can have others also here. So, yes,
absolutely.
thank you for having me here.
Uh,
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, audience. Bye bye.